hard work of our fourth graders, and it's just an amazing thing, our music department, and how much the children will grow through time, and what a wonderful performance you'll see tonight. I'd like to thank Dr. Bells and Mr. Manzo for taking the time to be here tonight from their busy schedules. We greatly appreciate the fact that they come to many of our events. The children appreciate their time as well as the staff. I have two very important RCK students here, Liliana and Lily, who have some very special announcements.
Good evening and welcome to our 2025 spring concert. Please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. You may be seated. There is a wonderful performance in store for you tonight, as the RCK Music Department, along with your children, have been working diligently to prepare. At the end of the child's performance, please meet your child in the same space where you dropped them off. Please take a moment to look around to see where the nearest exit sign is located. In the event of an emergency, please walk the nearest exit. Your children are being properly supervised, and they will meet you in the front of the building. Enjoy the show!
To pass the phone over to Dr. Wadawa, who has another announcement.
Thank you, everyone. I'll be quick. So thank you so much for being here. We appreciate your support. We know that you drive your children to rehearsals every week, and that is tremendous effort on your part, and we really, really appreciate it. We also want to thank our Board of Education for all of their support, and again, thank you to Mr. Manzo and Dr. Bells for being here. Quick little announcement about EI Maps. Just so you're aware, we do have a parent organization that is for our music and art programs, and they are outside in the lobby. They are selling raffle tickets, and they support our programs with scholarships and a lot of other opportunities. So please stop by and be a member and support them. One of the things I always talk about is being present and turning off your phones. And every year I have a silly story. For those of you who have older children, heard me over the years talk about silly stories. Please keep your cell phones away. They're very distracting. When you have the phone up like this, there's an ambient light that's very distracting. And in encouraging you to put your cell phones away, I want to thank Tex, who is here from our technology department, to live stream so you can watch it after the show. So let's give Tex a round of applause. Your children work really hard to put on a
Our second piece is clog dance. You will hear the melody passed around between all of the sections in orchestra. Enjoy!
The orchestra would like to thank Mrs. DiMaria for her helping with tuning and her amazing piano playing. Thank you so much, Mrs. DiMaria. Our final selection is the orchestra's favorite, Shiver. Get ready to be spooked with the orchestra's use of the tremolo bone technique. Thank you for coming to our first concert at RCK.
I just wanted to say congratulations to my students on their very first orchestra concert at RCK. Don't they make it look easy up here? I'm so proud of you. They're phenomenal students. They really are. I also would like to say a special thank you to my fifth graders who have helped out all year attending fourth grade rehearsals. On the bass we have Claire Melody, Amelia Massa, and Cambry Schaefer. On viola, we have Ava Pagan and Bennett Cruz. And on violin, we have Olivia Sedlock and Alligary Cruz-Leva. Thank you so much, boys and girls. They've been such good role models and peer leaders to these fourth graders, and I knew from the first moment they came to their first before-school rehearsal in January that they were something special. They played Twinkle, Twinkle, Little Star, the very first rehearsal, perfectly. So I said to myself, oh, I need to pick harder music. So you're gonna hear our hardest one coming up next. I'm so proud of them. Thank you, parents, for your support.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, I want to take a moment and recognize our concert crew. They are the middle school and high school students that are backstage that are helping move all the chairs, and I'd like to give them a round of applause for their help in volunteering. That fourth grade orchestra was amazing, that last piece. What do you think of that last piece? So our fourth grade band is just about ready. So let's put our hands together for Miss Legg and the fourth grade band. And we'll open the curtain.
Our first piece is First Light by David Schaffer. This piece is a fanfare, which is a piece that is usually used to introduce something or someone and is often played on brass instruments. When working on this piece, we learn about different articulations or the way you start a note. Some articulations we learn include staccatos, slurs, and accents. We hope you enjoy First Light.
Our next piece is Folk Lullaby by John O'Reilly and Mike Williams. This piece helps us practice playing with good tone and blend. Also, we worked on playing at a piano dynamic, which means to play quietly. Please enjoy Folk Lullaby.
everybody, my name is Miss Legg. I'm the band director at RCK, and I just wanted to say before our final piece how proud I am of all of these students for working on their instruments this year and learning how to play a new instrument, learning how to read all of their music, and learning how to play in a band. So I'm going to invite Joshua up. He's going to introduce our final piece of the day.
The final piece we will play is Gallant March by Michael Sweeney. Gallant March opens with the snare drum and bass drum and then adds the rest of the band as the piece continues. When preparing this piece, we learned about creating contrast using dynamics or volume and timbre, or the sounds of the instruments to add interest to our playing. Thank you for coming to our concert today, and we hope you enjoy Gallant March.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, let's put our hands together for that fourth grade band. They work really hard, and I know in the very beginning sometimes it's one of those things that you listen, you go, where is this going? Trust me, my daughters are seniors and sophomores, it becomes amazing. And I want to share a quick little story that helped some parents here over the years. When your children come home from school and they get off the bus, oftentimes we sit around the kitchen table and we do our homework, right? I did that all the time, help them. Maybe I made dinner to ask a question about some passage that they read and we'd help out. And then we go to take the instrument, we say, go to your room. What do you think that says? So rather than saying, go to your room, say, take out your instrument. I want to hear you play. Let's hear what you're working on. And that really, really encourages them because they need the most support at home. So give them the love, give them the support that they need. And let's introduce Miss Post and the fourth grade choir. Thank you so much.
Hello, and thank you for coming to our spring concert. First, we would like to thank you for bringing us to rehearsals and supporting us in music. We learned a lot this year, and we want to share with you what goes on making a song. Please enjoy a musical recipe. Thank you.
Dylan on the bells and Bobby on the ring stick. After learning about what goes into making a song, we wanted to show you how nature makes songs as well, with our next song, Rhythm of Rain.
Yeah. joy performing tonight, and before we start our next song, we would like to thank Mr. Tucker for playing piano for us. Music is meant to be shared this last song with you. Make a little music with me.
Orchestra room. If they're in orchestra, you can pick them up in the band room if they're in band as well. And if they're only in chorus, you can go to the cafeteria. It's been a pleasure working with them, and I hope they continue doing music because they sound awesome. Thank you so much.